Welcome to the notes on X and Y-Intercepts. Okay, first thing we need to do is define what are X and Y-Intercepts. Okay, it's where the graph, and I say crosses each axis. All right, so let's take a look. All right, here is the Y-axis. Okay, where does the graph cross the Y-axis? Right here at this point. We call that the Y-intercept right here. There you can see it's crossing the Y-axis. Notice for a Y-intercept, this is a really key idea. X equals 0. Notice that on a Y-intercept, X will equal 0. Anywhere along the Y-axis, X is always 0. Now let's take a look at the X-axis. Okay, so where are X-intercepts? Well, here it is right here. It's where it crosses again, that X-axis. And then notice at an X-intercept, Y equals 0. That will always be the case. An X-intercept, Y is always 0. A Y-intercept, X is always 0. It's going to be really important as we move forward here, and you'll see why. So the first time problem they'll simply ask is, hey, identify the X and Y-intercepts. Okay, well, let's look at the Y-axis. Are there any Y-intercepts? Yep, right there. Okay, now we just have to list that ordered pair. Well, if it's a Y-intercept, we know X is 0. And then what's the Y value? 1. Okay, now let's look at the X-intercepts. Okay, there's a couple. All right, there may be more than one. There's one there, one there. Okay, so for both of those ordered pairs, we know the Y value is going to be 0. Okay, because for every X-intercept, Y is 0. And then we just list the X value. So that one is -4, 0. Over here is -1, 0. That's identifying X and Y-intercepts. Okay, on to the algebra type problems. They're going to have you graph the equation by plotting the intercepts. Okay, so the first thing to do is we need to find each intercept. All right, so let's find the X-intercept. Okay, if we're going to find an X-intercept, all right, we have to let Y equal 0 because we just said every X-intercept, Y will be 0. So now we solve the equation. Okay, so X minus 3 times Y. Well, we said Y is going to be 0, so I put a 0 there. Okay, and then that's going to equal 6. Well, 3 times 0 is just 0, so that drops out. So X equals 6. So our X-intercept, again, the X-intercept is 6, so our ordered pair is 6, 0. Again, because we know Y is 0. Now we got to do the same thing for Y. Let's find the Y-intercept. Well, if we're going to find the Y-intercept, we got to let X equal 0. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing. All right, X is going to be 0, so where I see an X, I'm going to substitute a 0. So I'll put 0. Then I'll minus 3Y equals 6. Again, all that zeros, that kind of pretty much drops off. So we just have minus 3Y equals 6. Dividing side by -3. So Y equals 6 divided by -3 is -2. So Y equals -2. So our ordered pair then is going to be 0, -2. Now that I know each of those points, I'm just going to put them on the graph and make a line. So 6, 0, 0, -2. I'm going to rewrite those here again. I'll rewrite our X-intercept we said was 6, 0. And our Y we said was 0, -2. We're just going to plot those points. So 6, 0, there's our X-intercept. All right, and then there's Y is at 0, -2. There's our 2 point. We only need 2 points to make a line. Once we have those intercepts, then we just simply connect those, and we have our line. So that's how you identify X and Y intercepts, and that's how you graph using the X and Y intercepts.